Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about Gavin Newsom's high-speed train. Yeah. I was watching a video with Steve Hilton's talking about it, and he talked about Gavin Newsom's high-speed train, how much money it's going to cost, and but they would have to take a bus across the grapevine. Yeah, that's true. I never seen a train go through over the grapevine. Yeah, a buddy of mine told me that too, that you can ride an Amtrak train so far, then you have to take a bus. Yeah. So you wouldn't want to be on the grapevine on a bus if there's an accident or bad weather and you're stranded 5 hours. You want to go through all that? Yeah. How much money they spent on that train, and they've not even started the project yet? The track goes from nowhere to nowhere. Sure, they could tunnel through the mountain, but that's even more expensive. Yep, that drilling equipment to tunnel through the mountain there, very expensive for the material too, and this for the guy to show up be on the job site location, and it'll probably cost a few $1,000s. Yeah, paying some guy who's an inspector, who's there every day. All he's going to do is just sit in that car and play with his phone. Yeah, there used to be a train track back in the day, probably in the 1800s, but over the time that thing faded away. They thought about bringing the train back through Lake Elsinore. There used to be a motel there. It's now Gavin Newsom's rehab. Yeah. They won't help poor people in need who don't have a place to stay. Okay, or have a job, needs a place to stay. They won't help them, but they'll put a druggie there. Yeah. So there's probably a lot of unexpected costs with Gavin Newsom's train we're not seeing. There have been talks about how much money they spent, and it's not even gone that far, those tracks. Alright, thanks for watching my video.